Hi guys, welcome to another video. Trust you've been doing well, and I hope you've been catching up on all the videos I've been giving you. If you have not, go back, watch those videos, comment, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. So today I'll be talking about a monumental part of my life, and this is something I've not discussed publicly before. But I just said, okay, let me do a sit and talk, and just share with you guys. So I'll be talking about the injury that changed my life. Okay, I'm very sure that if my friends are watching this, they'll be like, okay, what she gets to talk about? Because not many of them are aware of this particular thing that I'm about to talk about. So let's go to the chase, and I'm just giving you guys a chase. So we're just in today, and just be sharing some things that I've changed over the years due to this particular injury. So I think, okay, not think, this happened in 2007, mid 2007 to be precise, and I was preparing for my school living certificate, primary school living certificate, and one thing led to the other, and I got this injury. Let me just give you a backstory of what happened. So this particular day, I was to leave school earlier than usual. In my primary school, we always had this coaching after normal school hours. We have coaching for 2 hours. That was from 2 to 4. But I was to leave earlier that day because I had a rehearsal in church for a program that we're preparing for. And to be honest, looking back at it now, I feel like the devil just had his plans, but God is always greater, because on this particular day that I was to leave school earlier, our boss had an issue and we were not able to leave school around 2. And most of my teachers were even asking, now why are you leaving early today? Because it was very unlike me to leave school before the normal the general closing time, which is 4 p.m. And our boss just broke down, and I was not able to leave school till like 3. So I left school, I got home, I rushed, and I went for the rehearsal. The rehearsal was meant to start by 3, so I figured that okay, if I leave school too, I'll be able to prepare and eat, rest, go for the rehearsal. But because of what happened to my school bus, I had to just get home, just freshen up, eat, and I rushed to church. Rehearsal had already started, and when I got there, I joined. And we're in the middle of this thing, everything was going well, like we're already gingered. Children, when you hear, oh, we have this program in church, and you see your colleagues, your mates, and everything, you'll be so happy. So we're practicing, and it just happened. I grew up to be quite playful, not too rough play, but I interacted with people a lot. Not this version of me now, the older version of me, very into a shell, very introverted. But growing up, I was an extrovert. I was everywhere. I did things. I was very involved in activities. So it happened that my church was built in such a way that the main auditorium was for the elderly people. Then we had this kind of corrugated iron sheet building for children and teenagers. So we are rehearsing in that iron sheet building, and I was just about to cross from one room to the other, and then I sliced my leg. And how new corrugated iron sheets can be. It sliced, it sliced my ankle, and then blood started gushing out. Everyone was rushing. What should we do? Because it was the cut was so deep that if you've ever had a very deep cut, you know that there's always, I don't know the medical term for it because I'm a lawyer, I'm not a doctor. There's always this white thing that will appear before blood will start gushing out. It was that deep that even after we go to the hospital, which I'll later talk about, the doctor the doctor said I'd lost so much blood. And then the white showed, then blood started coming out. Everywhere was filled with blood. Everyone was running about what should we do, blah blah blah. And bear in mind, our parents, the mothers, because we were preparing for Mothers Day, they were in the big auditorium, so they were having their own rehearsals too, and we didn't want them to know what was happening. And to be honest, I didn't feel as much pain when it first happened. So I told my people, my friends, church members that let's just continue. But they were so worried. They started doing all sorts. Some of them went to pick leaves, rubbed it together, squeezed the juice to the injury that okay, maybe to make it close up. Some went to get powder from our house because our house was not far from the church. And they used powder to rub the place for it to stop bleeding, because the bleeding was so much, the blood was so much. So when we did all that, used cotton wool, tissue paper, everything cleaned up, we continued with the rehearsal. We were meant to go and present to the mothers in the big auditorium, and I was dragging my feet. I know this motherly instinct because my mom was part of the people in the big auditorium. My mom just said she says that our child was not okay, that something is wrong with this child. This was a child that left my house about an hour ago. And when we had finished, when we left the stage, and I was still, I made sure that I was staying in the middle of my friends, that anybody would notice I was kind of dragging. But no one noticed, so I went outside and she came to meet me. Said, "Anulu, what's wrong?" So I said nothing. That's why she saw my leg. My mom shouted. She shouted, and at that time I started to feel pain, but it was still not so intense. So we had to stop everything because people were so scared. Wow, what happened to my leg? So to cut the long story short, I was rushed to the hospital. I had to get a suture. That was my first time in the theater. I was giving analgesics. I can't really say. I was sutured, and thankfully it was a Baptist hospital, like a mission hospital. So the doctor told me to just be saying Jesus, Jesus, Jesus whenever I was feeling pain or uncomfortable. The suturing went well. And when the analgesic, when everything was done, we went back home. We got home, I think around midnight that day, and then the analgesic started to wear off. I started feeling intense pain. Intense pain. I could not sleep. My dad was not around. During that time, my dad was into politics, so he traveled a lot. And so my mom called him that this had happened. My dad came the following morning. It's like Jesus. And everyone was just my brother, my older brother, my siblings were still young at that time, because even I was still young, but everyone knew that something had happened. So the suturing was on for some days. I could not go to school, I could not practice for my coming exam. I was at home. All of my classmates came to greet me, the school brought them to greet me, and I was just at home. People were coming, giving me gifts. That time was so, apart from the fact that I was feeling pains, it was so loving, because everyone was just showering me with emotion, with affections, with gifts. There was this particular woman, she's late now, God bless her soul. She came with cold ekotito. That was what she could afford. But the love was felt. People brought milk, fruits, money. People were calling my parents, and it was just so, like, that period was just there. Now back to how it's affected my life. So this injury happened on my right leg. Oh, inside the pictures here, and the doctor said that it was just a bit of a miracle that the corrugated iron sheet didn't slice my is it tissue now? My vein that was connecting my feet with my leg. He said if that had happened, I would have been limping today. I would not have been able to walk normally again. But even at that, even despite the fact that that didn't happen to me, this injury also affected me, and it's affected me till today, because till now I can't wear cover shoes. I can't walk for too long. If I'm sick or having some kind of discomfort in my body, the first place I will feel the pain is that leg. And this happened in 2007. That means I've been carrying this pain, this discomfort for the past 17 years. And my profession is one where you have to wear shoes. So my parents, my mom especially, endeavor that they get me these soft shoes. But times when they couldn't get that, I would have to wear slippers from probably my hostel or wherever I'm going to from wherever I'm coming from, wear slippers or sandal to where I'm going to, then put on my shoe. It has made me develop so many changes, and I just said I should give you guys a gist that when you see me not wearing shoe or wearing slippers or wearing half shoes, I think there's a thing for that, I can't remember. My people that are selling shoes, whenever you see me wearing those, you know that it's not because I really fancy them, but because this injury has changed the course of my life such that I cannot wear shoes. I cannot walk for too long. I remember when my 100 level in undergraduate days, and my school fellowship was meant to go on missions, and there's always this trekking that we do. We call it mission walk, and it's always a far distance. I was telling myself can you do this? Can you do this? Because I knew that the after effects will be so great. But I did it, and even though I felt pain, I just told myself that I can't continue to live this way for the rest of my life. And I remember my mom telling me that whenever I feel discomfort, the first place I'll feel it is that leg. And true to God, that is it. And the reason why I'm making this video is because very recently I've been feeling a particular cold on my left foot. I feel like cold seeps in through my left foot than the other parts of my body. So I just said I should give you guys this gist, and if you know anything I can do about it. I went back to the hospital because I felt that the person that removed the thread, now I can't really say, from the suture, didn't do it well. Perhaps there's still some remnants there that's made it in such a way that the place that was sutured has not flattened out, and maybe that is why I'm feeling pain. I have some doctors, I've been to hospital as my cousin who is a doctor. He says the only thing that can be done to correct it is plastic surgery. They have to open it up again, check what is there, remove the residues, then stitch it back. But all this cost money, and even apart from the money, the emotional distress that will come with it. Like, okay, something they've closed on before, you have to reopen. So I know that I will not live with this pain for the rest of my life. I believe in a miracle. I know that God will do it, because every camp meeting, every healing meeting I attend, I always pray to God about it, and I know that something will be done about it. But if you know someone that's probably passed through this and maybe they've done something about it, you can just let me know in the comment section. And if you know anything I can use to make the pain subside whenever I'm feeling it, or something to use to make it go away, it's like, as a corporate girl, I can always wear my shoe, any type of shoe I want to wear. I don't have to be picky about stuff. So you can let me know. Thank you guys. I said I should let you guys know what I've been feeling for the past 17 years. Okay guys, enjoy this. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you. Bye.